Are we proud of our poor or marginalized or lawless ancestors? We might claim to be descended from border reivers, or that our ancestors were dirt-poor immigrants who passed through Ellis Island or Grosse Ile. We might mention with a wink that our granddad was a bootlegger or a sheep stealer, or that our ancestors lived in 2 rooms in a teeming London slum. Among the framed pictures that you have on your wall of your children receiving awards at school or graduating from a good university, you might even have a scratchy black and white photograph of a fellow with a flat cap hanging low over one eye in an English industrial city, or a little girl wearing a dress made out of a potato sack. Why do we do that? Why not just leave it all behind? If you follow any of our family trees back far enough, you'll arrive at a peasant living in a squalid shack. To say that such a person defines us is madness, isn't it? In the book of Deuteronomy, where the law of God is being written down and codified, the law of God beyond the 10 commandments, the so-called 613 commandments, there is a requirement that the established Israelite shall bring a basket of the first fruits of his harvest to the priest of the day, and shall say something along the lines of the following words.
My father was a wandering Aramean. I'm bringing you this basket filled with the products I have produced. I'm giving it to you first. I have not had any of it myself yet.
And that's the basic wording that the established Israelite is supposed to use when he brings the basket of his first fruits to the priest. But what does it mean?
My father came from nothing. We made fortunes and lost fortunes in lands that weren't our own. I pulled myself up by my bootstraps and made something of myself. Now I farm my own fields. Here is a basket filled with the fruits of my hard work and my clever management of other people and my superior farming techniques. It's mine, I tell you, all mine. But the law is the law, so here it is.
The reading from Deuteronomy is timeless. Not timeless in the way we normally use the word, but in that the man himself, the established Israelite farmer, looks back on history and sees that he himself was Abraham, called out of nowhere, that he himself was with the sons of Jacob as they took refuge with Joseph in Egypt during the famine in Canaan, that he himself found those fortunes cut short by the oppressions of Pharaoh and wandered into the desert until he himself was ushered into a land flowing with milk and honey. Generosity, as such, stems from the light touch that we have on both our fortunes and our misfortunes, which are not entirely of our own making.
My father came from nothing. Fortunes were gained and lost, as fortunes are always gained and lost. Politics, natural disasters. Finally, good fortune landed on us, and God brought us into a rich land. Today, I'm well, but I don't know about tomorrow. My fields have yielded a rich harvest, and I live in my own home. But deep inside me, there is still that wandering Aramean, that human being that clings to the earth by his fingertips. Take this basket. It's the first fruits of my flocks and fields. It's the result of good fortune, happy accident, and the grace of God. I can't say that it completely belongs to me.